that efficiency is a disruption to someone else's way they make money.
Hello and welcome to the DOGE and Maha News Channel. My name is Chris. In this video, we're going to react to an interview with Representative David Schweikert. He's a Republican out of Arizona, and he's talking about how excited he is regarding DOGE. And he also talks about why there's going to be so much resistance to DOGE because every time you save the government money or reduce expenses in the government, you are disrupting someone else's cash cow, which is obviously what's happening. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
I know that President-elect Trump has announced a new Department of Government Efficiency that will be headed by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. I saw a little bit of your tweets about it. So what do you hope they accomplish? And do you think that you'd be willing to work with them in enacting legislation that you've already introduced?
It's one of my greatest hopes. We run part of our office almost like a think tank, where we come up with ideas, we work with our joint economic economists, vet the idea, and can we find a way to do policy? We write the legislation. But because these are often disruptive ideas, there's no audience for it. And in the current administration, the Biden administration, we could never get an audience there. The current Senate, held by the Democrats, we could never get an audience there. And then for a lot of our Republican colleagues, they didn't feel that there was a path. So when you come to them and say, look, let's go to one that's sort of radioactive, but it's actually mathematically honest. We did an economic study with the joint economic economists several months ago that obesity in America over the next 10 years will add 9.1 trillion additional healthcare costs, making it as an individual line item the single most expensive thing in the U.S., in U.S. government.
Wow, he makes some really good points there. I think it's really interesting that he says that there isn't really an audience for some of these new creative ideas, and that's a fact. I mean, with the Biden administration, I'm sure there wasn't an audience with the Senate. You know, they prefer the status quo of controlling and having power. And like you said, with the Republicans in Congress, there was no path. They didn't see a path, so why even entertain the ideas? Hopefully, under the new administration with Trump and with DOGE and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they will see these ideas and at least entertain them and maybe create a path. You know, Musk can get on X and talk about these ideas and get some support from the American people, and therefore that will also get support from the congressmen and women and the senators, and hopefully that will create some momentum around these ideas, and actually we can move forward with some of these ideas and actually create change.
The morality of helping people be healthier turns out to be incredibly good economics and incredibly good budgetary in lowering the borrowing and spending of the government. How do you work with Elon Musk and the team that the president's putting together, or incoming president's putting together, and say, we've already done much of the legislative work, the research work, the tax modeling, the savings modeling. Now help us push it through Congress, because the ideas are out there, but you got to have someone with the name brand of a Musk or someone like that to get the political culture to, let's be honest, sometimes have to bypass the lobbyists.
Well,
who do not.
Yeah, that's going to be Musk's role, right? I think he's going to basically put a spotlight on some of these ideas and really push it out there and get support from the American people. And then the lawmakers will see the support that the American people have for that and get on board with these ideas and hopefully implement them.
Not want their business model changed.
Someone who I think also has that same level of recognition that could be joining the administration is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I think going back to what you're talking about with obesity, I'm sure that's also something that he would probably agree with you on, of getting to that root cause, not only for the health of Americans, but economically. So maybe that's also something that he would get involved with.
Now let's have the moment of brutal honesty. The efficiency that you and I find that's moral, that's good for America, good for the economics, good for prosperity, that efficiency is a disruption to someone else's way they make money. And there becomes, you have to be willing. So we've had things where, hey, there's the technological breakthrough where you don't have to duplicate MRI scans or a way to prevent sepsis in the hospital, those things. They're moral, it's the right thing to do, it saves money. You would be shocked. You often find out by doing that, you just disrupted the cash flow of certain incumbent businesses. It's why we had such battles over telehealth and digital health, because when someone can pick up, their phone and take care of their health needs, they don't walk into the urgent care center or the emergency room. So on one hand, you've improved quality of health and hopefully designed it where you reduce costs, but now you just disrupted someone else's business model.
Facts, facts, facts. I think you definitely called it out right there. When you make a change and make an improvement in government efficiency, you are basically disrupting someone else's cash cow. And that's what all the battle is going to be about. People are making a lot of money. Industries are making a lot of money. The health industry is not going to want to see Make America Healthy Again be successful, because that's their cash cow, right? Americans are sick, and that's their cash cow, and that's how they want to keep it. So they're not really going to be supporting RFK Jr. in his efforts to make our food healthier again, because that's what makes Americans sick, and that's their cash cow. So, yeah, Americans can save a lot of money by introducing some of these health strategies and reducing obesity. However, that is money that some corporation or big food or big pharma is going to miss out on, and they're going to fight that tooth and nail because they want that cash cow. So it's going to be really interesting. I think the ideas, like he said, the ideas are out there and they've been vetted. So Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy can pull these ideas that have already been vetted. They've done the research, they've done the financial analysis. Now they can just kind of put a spotlight on that, say, hey, we have this idea, get the support of the American people, and then hopefully Congress and the Senate will get behind that as well, and we can push through some legislation. I'm hopeful for that. Let me know what you guys think. This is kind of an interesting interview from David Schweikert. You can always see the full interview down below. I do leave a link. Also, if you're interested in more of these videos regarding DOGE, go ahead and check out this link right here. That's to the DOGE playlist. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead and click on this button right here. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I put out a new video. I am putting out new videos on DOGE almost every single day. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.